Hi everyone. Welcome back to Jaime Magic. I'm Jaime Kalman Chipko, and I'm the creator of Inspired Healing and Awareness, which is my private hypnotherapy and emotional freedom techniques practice where I help people to make positive changes in their lives. And one of the things I've really been missing about being full time in my practice with my clients was having these really wonderful chats at the end of our sessions about things that have been helping us feel better, stronger, more purposeful, and positive. You know, typically after a session, we'd have some time to just chat, and I always really enjoyed sharing the tips and the tools and the techniques that were really making a difference in my own life. And so I just thought it would be fun to start this little video series with you and share with you what one of my clients calls Jaime Magic. Uh, it was really cute. She was like, I always feel like much better after I've had my sprinkling of Jaime Magic. And I love that so much. That's such a cute term, and it feels real sparkly, and I like it, and I want to share it with you. So something that I love to do that has been really helpful for me in terms of creating a feeling of being more centered and clear and present with the people in my life is I like to practice mindfulness meditations throughout the day. But let me explain what I mean by that. When my daughter was born 7 years ago, I just stopped creating the time to meditate. So whereas my pre-baby days, I was meditating like every morning for 20 minutes and usually meditating again later in the day. And meditation was a huge part of my life for a really long time. And so I missed it when I wasn't creating space for it in my life as a busy stay-at-home mom, and then when I was trying to balance work with my clients and school stuff for my daughter and taking care of her and just everything, all those roles, that we all have to play in our lives. We don't just get to be one thing. We're usually juggling a few identities and a few responsibilities and duties and tasks that go along with each of those roles that we play in our lives. So I didn't have like meditative time carved out for myself. And what I found was it was actually more stressful for me to try to find a way to meditate for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. So I thought, well, let's take the pressure off. You know, meditation doesn't have to be one more thing that I feel guilty that I'm not doing or one more thing that I don't feel like I'm doing enough of. So I found ways of doing these mini meditations throughout my day, and it is just something that I love so much because I feel like if you put them all together, you've got yourself a really solid meditation session at the end of the day. You just do it in bite-sized pieces whenever you can. And here's how it looks for me. So right now, I currently wake up about an hour before my daughter gets up. So I have to push myself to wake up a little earlier, which is not always something I want to do. But now that I'm in the practice of it, I love it. I'll wake up, an hour before she does, no matter, what the night before was like, because I know I can look forward to having that time to be grounded and centered. And what I like to do is I listen to a 10-minute meditation. I like one that I found on Goodful on YouTube. I really enjoy it. It's a 10-minute meditation to start your day. And I just love that. It's just such a lovely way for me to start my day. I love his voice and I love how simple his method is, and I really enjoy it. So I listen to that. And again, that's Goodful is who I subscribe to for that. And it's on YouTube. And I like the 10-minute meditation to start your day. I also love his 10-minute meditation for anxiety. It's fantastic. So I start with that, and then I do some journaling. And sometimes I have angel cards, which are really fun. They're like oracle cards, and I'll ask a question, I'll meditate on a question and, pull a card and then just kind of feel like, what does my intuition do with that information that I get from that card? So I enjoy doing that as a fun way of just checking in and also practicing getting more in touch and in tune with and trusting my intuition on a daily basis. But the mini meditations I do throughout the day are super simple. So what that means is, like, if I'm making breakfast for my daughter, I try to really focus on the task as much as I can. I am really thinking consciously about the colors of the food, the way I want the nutrients of the food to support her body. When I'm preparing it, I'm really focusing on what I'm doing. Now, that also came out of me before just rushing to get her breakfast made in the morning and practically chopping my finger off while cutting into a cantaloupe one day. I learned this is a good time to meditate, actually, and just be completely present. So it's like an open-eyed meditation, because you're fully present to what you're doing. You're not closing your eyes, checked out, zoning out, none of that. It's just being fully mindful and in the moment with your eyes open, whatever task it is that you're doing. The other thing was, I used to really dislike doing the dishes. And to be totally honest with you, I still do. But that's because in a pandemic, I'm doing the freaking dishes like you would think 60 people dined here every day instead of 3. I mean, it's just freaking nuts how many dishes I have to do in a day. But here's how I had to shift that. So I was like, look, this is something I have to do like all day long. So I got to find a way to be at peace with it, or I'm just going to kind of be grumpy all day long. So now when I'm doing the dishes, I really focus on the smell of the soap, the feel of the water, cleaning away the last few moments, the last event, which was, snack, lunch, breakfast, dinner, whatever, and cleaning that away, starting fresh. And I'm just super aware of what I'm doing. I'm breathing. I just become fully present. And another area that I like to practice mini meditations are when I get into the car and I'm about to drive somewhere. I'll turn on the car and then I'll sit for a minute and I'll give myself like 3 complete breaths. So deep in through the nose, holding for a second, breathing out. So it's like in for 4, hold, out for 8, hold, in for 4. So, and I do that about 3 times. And then I just kind of feel my hands on the steering wheel, feel myself very grounded and safe in the seat. And I just take a moment. And I like to do that because oftentimes we don't really embrace those transitional moments. We just jump in the car, turn on the car, here comes the radio with either a song we like or don't like that we either get lost in or irritated by, or the news is just infiltrating our minds and all we're hearing about is the virus and a divided nation and, just all this awful stuff. And you're just like, no wonder we feel like crap all day long, right? So take that like 3 minutes to just center yourself, ground yourself, be fully present to your new environment, and be in that moment. So that transition moment becomes a moment of full mindfulness and not just, a lost moment in your life, jumping in the car, turning it on, just being off to the next thing. I also find that I drive better when I do that because I'm in that place of being fully conscious, fully present, fully aware. And, my alertness is better for that as well. And lastly, I'll share with you the other area that I love to practice in mini meditation is when I'm playing with my daughter. Because sometimes she's talking to me or she wants my attention or she wants to play and I'm kind of checked out. I'm thinking about my to-do list. I'm thinking about emails I still have to respond to. I'm thinking about work that has to get finished somehow, some way. I'm thinking about what am I going to make for dinner? How am I going to get groceries? I'm thinking of all these things. My mind is just racing to the next thing. And I'm not really there with her. And so I will give myself like 10 to 20 minutes of just fully present play with her, where I'm just on her, just taking her in, fully present to her, giving her 100% of my attention. That means the phone is nowhere near me and it's just me and my little girl, and I am with her, listening to her, seeing her, witnessing her, and letting her see me and letting her witness me, witnessing her. And it's a wonderful thing. If you have pets, mini meditations with your little fur babies are the best. I love it when Mo, my daughter's cat, like curls up in my lap and I'm just with her. I'm just present to her, petting her and feeling her purr and just feeling her fur. I like to take her outside on her, she has a little harness and leash, and I walk around outside with her and I just watch her wander with wonder, and just she's so excited to be outside, and I just like to just watch her. And even if we just do that for 5 or 10 minutes, it's like this joyful unplugging from the rest of the monotony or chaos or stress of the day. So I hope that you enjoy that little tip. And if it's something that you do wind up implementing in your day, you'll let me know how it's been working for you. Or if you've come up with a great mini meditation and you want to tell me about it, like when you do it, how you do it. I am all ears. So let me know your thoughts, and I can't wait to talk to you again. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and just be a good person. Bye-bye.